This is Jake with A.G. Russell Knives, and today I have for you the A.G. Russell Pocket Beak. I was going to do this overview a little bit later, but Joseph asked for us to do the beak overview next. And so here you go, Joseph, the A.G. Russell Pocket Beak.
The Pocket Beak features a hawkbill blade with that curve there. This is a hawkbill blade. It's also known as a pruning blade, and that's probably what this blade is best well known for, is pruning. Cutting plants, shrubs, limbs off of small trees and shrubs. Gardening, it's really, especially in transplanting, cutting through roots. It's heavily used in the gardening sector. It's also used for bonsai manicuring. You can do all kinds of neat surgical things with a blade like this. I know a couple construction guys who use it for something completely non-agricultural. They use it for cutting linoleum and carpet and other things like that. Something they need a straight cut on, they just use this curved part of the blade and it just goes through in a straight line like that. Excellent use of this blade. I also know a couple farmers, and they keep the blade just tucked into their overall pockets, just right on their chest there. And they use it for cutting rope and twine. Because of this curve, it functions like a very long serration. And so it cuts through rope and twine very easily. And because of the curving shape of the blade, it's presenting an ever-changing angle to the medium being cut. And that allows for excellent rope and twine cutting. So the bonus to this sort of blade over a serrated blade is it's much easier to sharpen. You take some rods at your angle, and you just go down each one. So that's a lot easier to sharpen using rods versus a serrated blade where you have to get a specialized tool, a tapered sharpening rod, and then go down each little tooth individually, and it takes a lot longer. As you can see, these pocket beaks can be opened one-handed using the thumbnail. That's because these blades are polished only in a downward fashion, leaving just enough grip on this thumbnail for it to catch your skin, just enough to pull it up, similar to a thumb stud. This is on both sides of the blade, so right or left-handed knife. It'll take a little practice if you're not a knife user, but fairly ambidextrous knife. The bolsters, liners, and much of the hardware is a 410 stainless steel, so a higher quality steel than you'd really come to expect out of bolsters, so it'll stand up to the test of time. It'll be really tough. You can see the inside is cleaned out, nice and pretty. It's hard to find that on non-handmade knives. This one does not have the, if I get it to focus here. There we go. It doesn't have the standard striker pin, but we found we didn't need it. There's a slight hump right there on the back spring, and it connects with this piece of the blade right there, and that makes sure that the entire blade does not make contact with the spring at all. So there's just like a 1/4 inch of, well, not even that, just a little room to make sure the blade isn't hitting the hump or the back spring at all. So your edge is nice and safe from shutting this blade hard and you're not going to damage it. These blades come in 3 handle materials: yellow Delrin for easy finding. That's probably my preferred one if I'm taking it out and lopping off limbs and such. Doing any pruning, it's easy to find. There's a handsome ebony Rucarta. I really like this ebony Rucarta on knives I take to church. Really pretty. And I also really like the Cocobolo. This comes from our own stock of Cocobolo. Very nice hard wood with an interesting grain to it. Holds up really well. The fit and finish on these are beautiful. No major gaps. Very clean on the insides. Cocobolo looks fantastic. Let's jump into some quick measurements. Blade length, approximately 2 7/8, give or take. The width, we're looking at about 1 inch, depending on where we're measuring here. It has so much curve, about 1 inch in width. Thickness on the spine, we're looking at about 1/8 inch. Handle thickness, we're looking about 7/16, and width about, at the maximum over here, 1 7/8 or so, maybe 15/16. Closed handle length, a 3 9/16 or so, 3 3/4, 3 5/8, somewhere between there. And for weight, Cocobolo, 3 ounces. Yellow Delrin, 3.2. And ebony Rucarta, also 3.2. These blades are made of an 8CR 13 MOV stainless steel, made by some of our best manufacturers in China. They do an excellent job on the fit and finish, and the heat treatment we get excellent reviews on. Great working blade. The hawkbill has a very deep hollow grind, making for excellent cutting. It does its job very well. Much deeper hollow grind than we typically do on most knives, but for this blade style it works out very well. Especially with the thicker edge and then going into the hollower curve there. Thank you all for watching my overview of the A.G. Russell Pocket Beak. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this video, help me out and give me a like, share it, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more, and if you want to see something in particular, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.